Hello everybody and welcome back to WoW Classic. We are on the Paladin today in Loch Modan, and we have a few things to do. We need to hunt crocolisks for their meat and their skin, and we need to find some more stone splinter, trogs, and scouts. Now, I think that they're all maybe on these islands. We had attempted to get Bingle's missing supplies before, and the camp size was simply too big and there weren't really any other players around to help us clear the way. Ooh, fall damage. So I'm kind of hoping that today something might have changed. Either player density, respawn rate was really killing us with Troggs, or, you know, maybe we'll just be more competent today. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. What is this building nestled into the side here? Fishermen. Like, I don't know. There's probably nothing interesting in here, unfortunately, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. It's just like a fisherman's hut, so yeah, nothing cool in here. It just exists to exist. If you were into fishing, it'd be important for you to find this. As much as I wish I had time in life to log into WoW to fish, and that's not me being sarcastic, I actually do wish that I had that time. Because those kinds of professions are something that I've always wanted to work on. I don't have the justifiable time to spend on them, unfortunately, like I would want to. And of course, Classic being what it is, all of those things, the professions and leveling, everything just takes longer, so it's really just about figuring out your own pace and just accepting whatever that pace is. Now, if you're like me, you're also a little bit ADD, so playing alts never helps. But you do reach points in World of Warcraft Classic where if you want to keep engaging with the game, sometimes you need a change. And the easiest thing to change is obviously your character. Shit. Whoops. I thought that was a group invite. I need to learn how to read. So, there's that. Spam guild invites? That might be the first spam guild invite that I've gotten in Classic. Those happen a lot when you log into a max level character in retail, and you're ungilded. You'll just get spam invites if you don't turn those off. I haven't got one in Classic though. I just thought it was a group invite from somebody in the area. I got a little too excited. I'm not seeing any Troggs. Let's head towards their little huts. I just want to see if these are going to be the right Troggs that we need. I feel like they must be. But there's Troggs in various parts of Loch Modan. And apparently they're all different types of Troggs. These, for instance, that one's a shaman right there. If I don't shut my door thoroughly, my dog will come in to the room. And what she likes to do is just shake her head so you can hear her toss her collar around and all the jingly jingles. Okay, we don't need the shaman. However, let's just take him out.
It's too far away.
We got the item that was over in this camp, I think. We'll have to remember to save our Hammer of Justice for when they start to heal. It's going to be incredibly important to keep those fights short. Bone Snappers, we don't need those either. Skull Thumpers, nope. Let's check some other places. We do need Bingle's supplies, but this area is dense and dangerous, and I don't know if we're going to do that right now. Or if we wait till we have a level on it. Over in this area, we're going to find an elite camp if we go into the mountains. So we probably don't want to go that far. Oh, we got some Dark Iron guys over here. Who just seem to be hanging out. Unfortunately, this guy is level 19. And he's pretty damn buff, so we'll see what we can do about this. If some of our attacks started hitting, that'd be good. Nothing interesting dropped from him. Sometimes you'll run into enemies that will drop an item that starts a quest. That did not happen here. We can't loot this yet.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I don't know what character I'm on. Robert, this character has mining and blacksmithing. Oh, okay. I have a couple of characters that have herbalism, so... we're not going in there, obviously. Although... we could get to that copper vein. Probably not worth the fights we'd have to get through to get there. I'm really just looking for more Troggs, and I'm wondering if we're going to have to go all the way down to the excavation site to find any. We could get some Crocolisk if we head along the coast, because we need that too. See, these Mogrosh Ogres are elites. We could see if anybody is doing this quest in the area. If we do /who, we could see people at our relative level, quite a few people on in the zone right now. And what was this quest called? Mercenaries. Let's just see if anybody is perhaps doing this, or willing to do it. So we'll look for group for mercenaries. And we'll just kind of like keep doing what we're doing. See if that bears any fruit. The silence in general chat has now become deafening since my post is the only one there. Okay. Yeah, there's something to be said for looking for group automatic queues. That is something that I'm a fan of. Anything that lets people experience the content they want a little bit more expediently. Obviously there are plenty of games you can go and play where you get to do just that. And Classic really isn't one of them. You gotta put in that effort to go through that extra layer of socialization that often ends in acute failure. These Crocolisk have been very stingy with their meat. Take that however you want, it's true nonetheless. How do you dodge when you're stunned? That's a new trick. We need to keep our Blessing of Might up, that'd be awesome. Since it accounts for some of our damage. Lots of skins, not a lot of meat. Oh, we have a talent point that we haven't spent actually, and we are going to spend that in Divine Strength, so now we'll have 6% increase to our baseline strength. So, yeah, it's going to give us more damage, basically. Alright, I wonder if now that we have all the skins we need, if maybe they'll consider dropping some meat. Just a thought. We should probably remember where this guy is for when we have to turn in the quest, that he's like basically at the middle, the meridian line of the zone. Would be a good thing for us to remember, take note of, if we ever do find the rest of his supplies. That one just respawned like right in front of us.
I can't cross that.
Either that or he was stealth, and I don't think the Crocolisk can stealth. Look at this! It just respawned again!
That's still
The spawn point must be bugged out. Let's back up a little bit. Let's toss a heal on ourselves. That's going to decimate our mana pool.
I need more mana.
Alright, yeah you do. Okay, so that was fun for a minute. And we got a meat out of it. But let's not just stand there and let it respawn on top of us. It seemed to happen right when we kill one. Okay, maybe it's done. Let's eat some of the food and water that we spent our entire savings on. It got pretty expensive there. Somebody commented about it, and yeah, I cringed too when I realized that I had spent all of our money on food and water. I was pretty devastated. I will be keeping an eye on that. I thought we had plenty of money, you know, because I had been selling some stuff that we've been crafting, but no, we don't have any money. But what I'm thinking about is that at least our mount will be free. That's like a great thing about the Paladin. I don't know how that's not just wasn't totally, if Blizzard pulled anything like that today, that's such a tremendous advantage over other classes, and it makes it so unbalanced. Like, players today would not tolerate it. The forums would be on fire. But back in 2004, it just was what it was. The game got to be whatever the developers wanted the game to be, and we didn't have to deal with as much incorrect player input, because a lot of times Blizzard tries to act on the input of players, but what they end up executing actually makes that vocal minority a little happier while ruining the experience for the majority of people who just accept the game as it is and try to have fun playing it. So, I mean, that's what kind of happened to me, at least. But yeah, we get a free mount. What's the point of all that? Eventually, you know, Horde players did realize, like, hey, we want Paladins, and for some reason Alliance players were like, hey, we want Shaman, and they did make some changes. These are diggers, and diggers. We encountered these Troggs at some point. Somewhere. Are they just to the south of, like, Thelsmar? Are they over here? Are they up here? Like, this zone is full of Troggs. Too many, and that's why we're culling them, I'm assuming. We could read the quest. Troggs are tunneling up from every crevice. Okay. It doesn't say. It doesn't say, well, Southern Guard Tower, okay. That gives us something to go on. Are we going to find any more Crocolisk to the south, though? Oh, yeah.
Spell isn't ready yet.
I imagine the water in Loch Modan would be quite warm and enjoyable. At least right here on the coast.
I'll need a target.
You don't see a lot of variable weather, at least I haven't. I'm fairly certain that the weather changes are in play here in Classic. But now that I try to think about it, even places like Elwynn that I know would rain sometimes, I don't know if we ever saw it raining. Or even cloudy. Let's see if we can hold our breath long enough to mine this entire node. Yes, because it's only a 2-hitter. I guess we are just gonna head south here. Why is this spider, like, coming right into the water after us? I don't need you, spider. You're not— oh, look at this spider. For real. Are you kidding me? Why is it in the water? Just to bother me, I think. Just to bother the crap out of me. Get your furry ass away. Alright, let's go. To the south we go. No more Crocolisks, unfortunately. Not that they were dropping handfuls of meat for us anyway. Southern Guard Tower. Yeah, I mean, these Troggs that we need could be literally anywhere. Don't have a lot to go on. It seems like it's actually rather a small zone. Now that we have basically circled it, it's actually seems like probably one of the smaller zones in Classic. Granted, it's sort of one of the starting zones, so that makes sense, but I guess I'd never really noticed before. I do want to mine some of these nodes, but I'm like more interested in actually finding the enemies we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna like swing a hard left here. See what we can see this way. Well, we're certainly not seeing any Troggs for a change. That's not a change that we want right now. Looks like the way out is to our right. But so is a bear, and he's heading right for us. Okay. He's only level 11. It looks like he doesn't give a crap about us, and I'm inclined to just go along with that. The spider, however, let's see if he turns back towards us. He might have to die. Nope. Stone Splinter Valley. Okay, this is a good omen because we need Stone Splinter Troggs. So I'm thanking guys that we found them. Here we go. And they're level 12, so it's a good thing we're here now. If this quest is probably about to gray out at another level. Not that levels are coming very quickly at this point anyway. Either someone has already been through here recently and they're all about to respawn, or the camps just aren't that populated. I'm gonna go with answer A.
I'm out of range.
So let's not fight them right in the middle of the camp. And then somewhere there's an entrance to their mine. Maybe we need to find that. All these scouts out here, they're respawning, and they're like, some of them are level 11, which is not going to yield any experience from defeating them. Skull Thumper up here. Not really what we need. We need like some basic Troggs. Here we go. Here is a basic Trogg. And his flavor text is the word kill. How amazing.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Just to give them like some kind of fighting chance. Take on two of them at once. I don't even think we're gonna have to go into the caves. We'll just stay out here and catch all these respawns. Let's see. Okay, we still need a few more of each, so it doesn't really matter what we fight at the moment.
That's still recharging.
Alright, now we just need a few more scouts. I'm assuming the scouts are going to be kind of just away a little bit. Oh, that's a Trogg. Let's go up into the valley. Or rather down, I guess. We're going south, so. You're a scout, and you're in my way.
I need to get closer. That spell isn't ready yet.
There's a scout down here. We can grab him. We'll probably pull his buddy too. That's a Trogg. Yeah, they are ranged, so if we pull that guy, we are going to have to fight, like, all three. Let's take this guy out first, like, on his own.
I can't pass that yet.
Alright, two more. Well, you're a scout. Shit.
I'm out of range.
Well, that's fine. We probably should have just ran in after him and dealt with it. They're not strong enough to really be that much of a threat. As long as we're not, like, incredibly stupid. Which we have been known to be sometimes. Yeah, having the level advantage means we can walk up and not pull all of them, but we did get an extra. We got an extra that I didn't want. It's fine. We might have gotten, like, all of them. So, let's just get out of here. I don't really see a real reason to be here now that we've completed the quest. We'll just let this guy chain. Eventually he'll drop. I swear. There we go. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's hearth and we'll turn this in. And we'll see if it chains into anything else. I am just kind of assuming that it turns in back in town. But, you know, that could be totally wrong. We'll see. I'm always confused when we port in here. Alright. Awesome. Yeah, who knows. Let's see. Stormpoike's Order. That's Stormwind. This one goes... Southern Guard Tower. Okay, this is like a totally different place. Southern Guard Tower. Where did we get this quest from? Is this like just down here, basically, where we already were? Okay, that's fine. We'll just take the road. You'd think it could say like Southern Guard Tower this way. Seems like a landmark that maybe people would want to find if they were traveling the road. But what do I know? Fairly impressive. I don't remember being down here, honestly. So I'm kind of hoping, yeah, there's the turn-in. So apparently we were down here, we did pick up a quest down here, and then we forgot about it. Probably because it was some time ago.
No.
Well done. You demonstrated uncanny courage on the battlefield. Our war against the Troggs will be won with efforts such as yours. You have served King Magni well. If you fancy yourself well suited for this kind of adventuring, I suggest you speak with Mountaineer Glavegaw. The captain has him assigned to a rough patrol that I'm sure he can use some help with. Check with Glavegaw. Gravel... God, these names. Check with Gravelgaw just inside the tower.
Safe travel.
Gravelgaw, what a name. Just inside the tower, you say? This tower, you say? Okay. Okay, what about this guy? Oh, he's not even inside the tower, dude. He's like literally outside of the tower. Don't tell us to go in the tower.
How are you?
In defense of the king's lands. Mountaineer Cobbleflint had nothing but good things to say about you, human. For that reason, I am going to entrust upon you a mission of utmost importance. We need to keep pressure on the invading Trogg forces until our dwarven brethren return from the Alliance front. Never happens. Set forth into the southern hills and kill 10 Stone Splinter Skullthumpers and 10 Stone Splinter Seers. Your attacks will buy us some time. Report back when your mission is complete. Okay. Now we're going back into the hills. We need Skullthumpers and Seers.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I guess we're going into those caves. We saw Skullthumpers up here, but only Shaman, no Seers. So I think our best bet is just going to be to head back into those caves. But this seems like a good place to take a little break. Let's hang out in here. And yeah, when we come back, we will murder yet more troglodytes. And I don't know how long that's going to keep up. We've been almost everywhere. We are still trying to do the Mercenaries Elite Quest eventually. Bingles' supplies will eventually get. Stormpike's Order. We should probably just take care of this soon, just to get the experience from it. Crocolisk, we're going to need meat, so we can finish up a lot of these quests pretty quickly. We also need to go to Stormwind for our Paladin quest. This might be something that we need to start off with next time, so we'll take a look at maybe going to Stormwind after we defeat these Troggs. And yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for being here, it means a lot to me. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.